We are in Wood Plumpton, city of Preston, Lancashire, England. We're going to tell the story of a witch. A very odd story today. It is Meg Shelton, that was her name. We go to the turn of the century of the 1700s, and she was here, and bad things happened. Let's go to her spooky grave here at St. Anne's. Yeah, it was the turn of the century in the 1700s. She was known as the Fildehag, and as a witch, they accused her of using her witchcraft to destroy crops, steal milk, let alone transform herself into animals of different kinds. In 1705, all of a sudden they found her body. She was dead. She was found crushed against her cottage wall, pinned by a barrel. Such an odd death. And they thought, well, that had to be caused by the devil. He had come to claim her, right? So they brought her here to St. Anne's churchyard, but when they buried her, the next morning her body was found right here, where this rock is. And this is where she is now because of this rock. Now what happened was they buried her very respectfully, but the next morning her body was laying right on the side of her grave. Was it grave robbers? Maybe. So they buried her again, but who would have the audacity? Well, if it was grave robbers, they would have stolen the body. So they buried her again and again. The next day, she came up. There she lay. So what they did was, and I'll tell you why this stone is here for a very good reason, is instead of putting her back the same way, they dug a vertical hole. They dug a vertical hole, and kind of like you'd put a big fence post in. A giant fence post, like this vertical hole they would drill. They drilled. And instead of just putting her in like you would think, they put her in head first, like she was diving. And the thought was, if she digs herself out again, she's going to be digging the wrong way. But why did they put the stone there? Because she might have dug her way out by her toes. So they thought if they put the rock here, she tried that maneuver, wouldn't work. And apparently it didn't work, if she did, because the stone hasn't moved in over 300 years. It says, the witch's grave, beneath the stone lie the remains of Meg Shelton, alleged witch of Wood Plumpton, buried in 1705. Yep, 1705. What I would give to be an archaeologist, and you know how it goes these days, you know, when is it okay to dig up a body, right? That's what I say, and not just here in England, but everywhere. You know, we're digging up the kings and we're digging up the queens. I mean, I would really just like to know if she is head first. When is it okay to dig up a grave? So this was 1700, right? But it's okay to dig up, or I should say peep into the crypts of the royals or a lot of other people every 200 or 300 years and steal some relics, swords and crowns and jewels. But I picture coming here with my little sandbox and my little pick and shovel, and like I'm pretending I'm an archaeologist now, right? And coming with the little broom, sweeping away, right? And then what if you went down a foot, 12 inches, and you started, what's this? You swept it away, and there are little bone toes. And they were near the surface, but they hit the rock. They went down again and again. What I would give to be an archaeologist and get permission to do that, to see if she's really buried that way, and if she was, and then if that little bone moved, I would be like running out of here with my hair on fire. Anyway, a little fantasy talk there. But yeah, if you come here, just look for the big rock.